Hello all, so we'll be discussing the 12th program in the syllabus, that is to find out the square root of a given number. So basically we know that we have a built-in function sqrt which is present in math.h, and we can use this function directly and calculate square root of any number. Suppose if I take n, the value of n is 25, sqrt of 25 gives me the result 5. But in the problem statement, they have clearly mentioned do not use any library function, that is sqrt of n. So now we can't use this sqrt of n that completes the program in a single line. We have to write a logic in order to find out the square root of a number. So the logic of finding out the square root of the number is only these two statements, and that method is called as the Newton's method to find out the square root of a number. The formula that we use to find out the root of a number is root is equal to x square plus n divided by 2x. Now suppose I have taken n is equal to 25. We are finding out the square root of 25. We do not want to modify the original value. Therefore, we just take up another variable x and store 25 inside that and keep manipulating this number, that is x. So it's just a way of storing the original number and preserving the original number. So we just substitute the values in this formula until the iterations are between 0 to 30. So the number of iterations of the for loop is 30 iterations. So until then, we have to apply this formula. By the end of all the 30 iteration, we would have arrived at the result of the square root of a number. Sometimes it so happens that if the number is a smaller number, we need less number of iterations to arrive at the conclusion of the square root. If the number is a larger number, we may consume all 30 iterations. So just to be sure that we arrive at the square root of even a larger number, we're keeping the threshold to 30. So we can see here initially I will be equal to 0. We're checking the condition in the for loop, I is less than equal to 30 and then I plus plus. So we are checking for the first time 0 is less than or equal to 30. Yes, 0 is less than or equal to 30. We're just substituting all the values in this formula and calculating the result. So first time you see that the root is x is equal to 13. Next, when we move on with I plus plus, I is equal to 1. Next, check the condition, 1 is less than equal to 30. Apply, substitute all the values in the formula. So we see here that initially n and x both are 25. So it is 25 into 25 plus 25, 2 into 25. Now x is equal to 13 from the previous step. Therefore, x value is substituted as 13 while the n value remains the same. And this is 2 into x. So substitute appropriately and arrive at the results. So when we continue this iteration, we see how we are calculating the iterations and arriving at more precise value of the square root. So here we see that for 25, we have almost arrived at the square root of 5, square root of 25, that is 5. But we see that in the next iteration, we are becoming more precise here. It is 5.01524 here, whereas it is 5.0000 here. Next, when we move ahead with the next iteration, we are more precise answer is got. So this carries over until the iterations are completely 30 and when I becomes equal to 31 internally. Although all the iterations are not shown here. I have calculated only until we arrive at the result 5.00 more precisely. The variable root will have the square root of the variable root will have the square root of the input value, which is n. Print the variable root and stop. So this is the calculation that we're doing. We're just substituting the values in the formula. Root is equal to x square plus n divided by 2x. So in the program, we can see we have written here x square plus n divided by 2 into x. Next statement is x is equal to root. So this executes until 30 iterations of for loop. So these are the variable declaration. One is to store the root, one is to store the original number, and one which is used to perform the calculations. Input the value, it is scanned inside n. this part of the statement, we are making sure that the number is a positive number. So n is less than 0, we do not perform any operation and we say return, that is taking, it brings it out of the entire program. Then we perform the calculation of the root in this part of the code by just substituting the values in the formula. And then square root of percentage f is percentage f. N will have the value 25. X is equal to root, therefore this x will hold the root. So root is 5. So this printf statement will print square root of 25.0000 is 5.0000. Now we may also choose to compare it with what is the result of the built-in function. So the calculations that we have done, the code that we have written, the logic of the program should be same as whatever output any built-in function would give. So therefore, we may compare what result we have got by our calculation in this printf statement and what result we get by the built-in function in the second printf statement. So of percentage f will definitely be the value of n, which is 25.00 followed by 6 zeros. Then in place of the second percentage f, rather this percentage f is 25, this percentage f will have the value calculated for square root of n. So square root of n is nothing but square root of 25, which is 5. So this line will print square root of 25 is 5 using the built-in function. So similarly, we have written the algorithm for the same. As the steps of the program proceeds, we write the algorithm and flowchart. Now these are the sample outputs. So enter the value of n. If we enter a negative number, that is minus 64, we say that root cannot be determined.